electorally interesting. That's his condescending way of saying, Canadians actually like my plan.
With rising discontent in Quebec over everything from senior pensions to trade deals, Blanchet's hardline stance has left Prime Minister Justin Trudeau with nowhere to hide. The demand? Resign or risk a political upheaval that could break Canada apart.
We were to start discussing with opposition parties in order to have this government fall.
And as the clock ticks down, the pressure is building. The fate of the nation now hangs in the balance. And it's not just about Quebec's future. Trudeau's leadership is under fire in ways no one could have predicted. The shock? Quebec is not only rejecting Trudeau's leadership, it's considering its exit from Canada entirely. The question now isn't just if Trudeau can hold on, it's whether he can salvage a country on the brink of collapse.
If they give you what you ask for, even if it's after this date, does that mean they regain your support?
Let's say that if they give us exactly all we have asked for before they fall.
The Bloc Québécois, led by Yves-François Blanchet, made waves in Canadian politics when it set a clear and hard deadline for the Liberals to pass two important private members' bills. The deadline was a moment of truth. Either the Liberals acted by the specified date, or the Bloc would no longer support the government. Blanchet wasn't being subtle. He made it clear that the Bloc's support for Justin Trudeau's minority government hinged on these bills being passed.
And we'll discuss in the meantime, they are seriously in danger to fall.
The Bloc, which represents the interests of Quebecers, saw this as a crucial step in securing Quebec's priorities. After all, the Bloc had been bending over backward for months trying to make deals with the Liberals, but without concrete action on these bills, they weren't going to play nice anymore. It's almost as if Trudeau's government thought they could keep brushing Quebec's demands under the rug. But Blanchet wasn't having it. Funny how Trudeau always promises to listen to all Canadians, but when it's time to actually deliver, he's too busy talking in circles. The two bills at the center of this ultimatum were no small matter. The first bill, which was about extending a top-up of the old-age pension to younger seniors, had major financial implications. The Bloc wanted the government to approve the bill as it was, without any amendments. The problem? The bill would cost billions of dollars, adding to Canada's already growing deficit. While some argued that it would help seniors, others felt it was a massive transfer of wealth from younger, working Canadians to those who might not even need the extra funds. But for the Bloc, this wasn't just about fiscal responsibility. It was about making sure Quebec's seniors were taken care of in a way that made sense for them. It's ironic how Trudeau talks so much about fairness and equity, yet always seems to push policies that have long-term negative consequences, especially when it comes to the younger generation.
The Liberals have failed to meet a deadline set by the Bloc Québécois, and it could bring down Justin Trudeau's government. Bloc leader Yves-François Blanchet had given the Liberals until today to get two private members' bills passed.
The second bill, focused on trade policy, had the Bloc demanding that no concessions be made on Quebec's supply-managed agricultural products, like dairy, eggs, and poultry, in future trade negotiations. Trudeau's government had already signaled its willingness to accept the bill, but it was still stuck in the Senate. The Bloc knew that getting this bill passed would be a victory for Quebec's farmers and a direct challenge to Trudeau's government's tendency to compromise on key issues.